Let's talk about Mario Sunshine, the worst 3D Mario game.
The water's great, hey, Junior?
Sure is, Papa. Come on in, Mama Peach. I think not.
Here's your review.
All right, let's dial this back. I know it's very confrontational to say it's the worst, but let's be honest, it is the worst. And I know this is the type of game that you either love or you hate. And I started with a mix of intrigue to hate to, oh, this is kind of interesting. And then we ended up on the, holy hell, I'm never playing this game again. And I'm going to be sharing my thoughts here in this review. So Mario Sunshine is the one 3D Mario game that somehow eluded me. I played Mario 64 when it launched. I was really big into Galaxy, and I played all the other 3D Mario games as they came out. And Mario Sunshine was the one game I missed. I never owned a GameCube. I played a lot of the GameCube games through borrowing, and Mario Sunshine was just that game that a lot of my friends did not have for some reason. I finally picked it up in a retro package a couple years back, but I never plugged in the GameCube that came with it, so I never got to play it. So when Super Mario 3D All-Stars was announced, I was like, all right, this is my chance. I'm gonna get this game just for Mario Sunshine, which was like, do I really want to pay 60 bucks just to really focus on one of the 3 games? So what I did is I ended up selling my GameCube version game, got 60 bucks out of it, and then just bought this, so I got 3 games out of it. Now, there's a lot of people are telling me the Switch version of Mario Sunshine is not as good as the GameCube one. I can't compare the two since I didn't play it. I can only speak for the Switch version, and I just have to say there's a lot of frustrating stuff in here. So let's get started first with the overall presentation and story of Mario Sunshine. I like the idea that we're going on a vacation. I like Delfino Island. I like the vibes. I like the music. I like that you go into, whenever you're going into a different part of the island, aka a world, there's something going on, and there's like, you're fixing it as Mario and you're kind of progressing the story within those worlds. It's a little bit different than, say, Mario 64, where you enter a world. And okay, Mario 64 is a great example. The first world, you go in there in Bob-omb Battlefield, and there's a war going on, and you go and you like beat up King Bob-omb, and then the cannons stop blowing up. Like, that feels like you've created an impact in that world. Unfortunately, Mario 64 doesn't really do that too much, and Mario Sunshine leans into it a little bit more. I would have loved to have seen it even more, so that as you are fixing things on this island, maybe the citizens are actually appreciating you more, and more things is progressing. What I didn't like is really the story about the villain or your arch nemesis. So Bowser is nowhere to be found until you finally stumble upon him in a hot tub at the end. You're chasing this shadow version of yourself, which has everybody hating you, and he's vandalizing the island. Now, I would have loved if the game story really leaned more into cleaning up the island. I remember the marketing materials were all about cleaning. You take your flood and you wash everything away. And yes, that mechanic is there, but it's not as much as it could have been. Imagine if every time you entered a new world, it's just disgusting. It's full of graffiti, and the first shine in every world is you got to go in and you clean up. Okay, now we've cleaned up that level. Now the second time you go in, it's like, all right, let's start solving some puzzles and some what's going on with citizens and start fixing the world. I would have loved to have seen that more. And seeing the hub world. Let's talk about the hub world. Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, love the hub world. I love the exploring the castle in 64, and you're unlocking new areas and finding secrets. Galaxy is probably my favorite in the sense that you're just powering up the spaceship, and again, you're finding little secrets in the hub world. Here in Delfino Plaza, it's nice, but it doesn't really go much further than that. There's, okay, as you collect more shines, I guess it gets brighter, like you get a little bit more sunshine, you get a little bit more, you get access to some new nozzles, which can let you explore new pipes and stuff that bring you to other world, but it just felt a little flat when you compare it to all the other hub worlds we've gotten in 64. Well, at that point, it was only 64. So it was a step back from 64 as far as hub world go. Sure, you can talk to more people, it's bigger, but it didn't feel as fun from a player standpoint. The other thing is I didn't really buy into, like, okay, we're chasing Shadow Mario because he's painting us in a bad light, and we're like, we're not gonna have none of that, we're Mario. So chasing him at first, cool. Then, oh no, he's really Bowser Jr., I think, and then he steals the princess. All right, we're back into the old school Mario storyline. I'm cool with that. But then that's it. You don't hear from them until you find them in the hot tub, and you're like, what's going on here? And Bowser has a voice now, and he sounds like a large chunky dude from a 90s sitcom, and it's just like, why did you give him a voice? I'm so glad they retconned that, and we never heard Bowser speak again. Some characters should just be mutes. Link, Mario, all the cast of the Mario. Peach can talk. Peach is cool, but everyone else just don't talk. That was just so weird to hear Bowser talk. But anyways, that sense of progression and that sense of why are we chasing the villains just doesn't feel meaningful as a player. In Mario 64, you're trying to rescue this castle that's been taken over by Bowser. You bump into him 3 times, and he's always like, you know, stepping up his game. And as you're regathering the power of the stars, you're getting access to more of the castle. That feels like progression, and it feels like a build up to the final fight. In Galaxy, it's the same thing. The whole thing starts off with, holy shoot, let's censor that, Bowser freaking like rains on your parade, steals your castle, your princess, and a bunch of toads, and heads off to space and steals all the stars while he's at it. It's like, all right, he's not messing around, and you're chasing him. And again, every galaxy that you find him in, there's a confrontation, and it builds up to the epic final confrontation, and there's like some really cool music. And it's the same thing in the later Mario games. You know, Mario Odyssey, you're chasing after this guy and fighting him over and over again. And then in Sunshine, you're just kind of doing things, and you literally stumble upon him in a hot tub. Bowser is nowhere to be seen until you make it through this tunnel of lava, and you're just like, what's going on here? And everyone's just like, you weren't invited to the hot tub party. And then you're like, well, screw this. And then you destroy his hot tub. And that's how the game ends. It's very disjointed. Very disjointed. Now, in terms of the gameplay, you know, it's your typical 3D Mario gameplay, minus the long jump, minus a point for that. I love the long jump. They took that away. Don't like. They did, I feel, add the Mario. So if you go like left, right, he'll like do a side jump. That mechanic is in all 3D Mario games, and in this one, it feels most natural to me to pull it off. Once I realized how easy it was to pull off, I was relying on that heavily, because in all the other 3D Mario games, I usually do it by accident more than intent. In Mario Sunshine, it was always by intent, and it felt good to pull off. So +1 for that. So I guess it balances out. The whole flood mechanic, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. I like hovering with the nozzles. I like cleaning things with my pumps. The power-ups, I don't care for it too much. You know, there's the one that shoots you really high that you use like twice, and then there's the one that lets you run very fast, which it's cool. You have like a few levels where you have to run on water and pick stuff up. It doesn't feel like you can do much more beyond that. I feel like that is a lackluster compared to Metal Cap Mario or Wing Mario from 64, or all the amazing power-ups you get in Galaxy. But hey, at least we got something. It's just when you compare it to other games in the franchise, it's just not as good. Other than that, I feel, and this might be because of the emulation, people tell me, Mario feels very twitchy. So you know, in Mario 64, there's even a part where they tell you, hey, if you tilt the joystick slowly, Mario will tiptoe, and he does, he tiptoes. Here, if you tilt the joystick just a little bit, there's like a dust cloud behind Mario because he's in a hurry to get everywhere. Like, this guy's supposed to be on vacation, man. Chill. And a lot of that caused me to die, especially on those levels where you lose FLUDD and you're on your own, and there's like that little like jazzy like do 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 do, like that music. Cool, I like it. The levels, not so much. So overall, it's a step back, which is why I didn't like it. But I understand the difficulty, and that overcoming that difficulty is really satisfying. I really don't want to say it, but it's gonna come out. It's the Dark Souls of Mario games. I know, I hate saying it. I hate comparing everything that's hard to that stupid game, but this game is so unforgiving and requires so much repetition and trial to overcome. It's a very similar formula to that very other hard game that I don't want to repeat again. And speaking of difficulty, I guess that's where we're at. It's a hard game. There's so many things about this game that you just have to grind it through. You just have to like chomp down, like tighten your teeth, tighten your jaw, and just clench your butt, and you just got to go for it and hope you get a little bit of luck, because some of this stuff is hard. Lives matter in this game. And then I was planning, I'm like, I'm gonna probably 100% this because I have to. and I knew that the blue coins would be a challenge. And when I got to the last part in Corona Mountain, which was a really stupid level with that boat pass, I hated it. It was sensitive. I was bumping into everything. When I saw that there was 9 coins or so scattered very closely against the walls at the end of that tunnel, I was like, puke everywhere. I'm never doing this. That would take me 5 to 6 hours just to get those coins, much less finding the ones I've missed and then trying to find them and then dying. It's just like, oh, that's so much pain to go through. And forget the blue coins. Then I have to go back to those little secret levels with Flood, but now I have to get red coins within a time constraint. It's just, I got so many other like better things to do with my life than to try to get all the shinies in that game. So I really doubt I'm ever gonna 100%. I got the credits to roll on Mario Sunshine, and to me, that is fine. I saw the quirks. I heard Bowser talk. Unfortunately, you know, I splashed some Marios, some Shadow Marios. I saved Delfino. My time on Delfino Island is over, and I have to say, it is the worst Mario Sunshine is the worst Mario 3D Mario game on my list of Marios. Now, it might be great for you, and if you don't like it, I get you. If you do love it and it ranks not last, I would love to know which other 3D Mario games does Mario Sunshine rank higher for you, and why? Because I don't know why, and I would love to learn what your perception is. So please let me know why you like Mario Sunshine more than another 3D Mario game, and let me know which one it outpaces and why, because I seriously can't understand it. I'd love to know. So I'll see you guys on the next Hey J review, and until then, keep it classy.